Hello. So today I'm going to be discussing Light by Michael Grant, the sixth and final book in the Gone series. This is not going to be easy. In case you didn't know, the Gone series by Michael Grant, we have first book Gone, Hunger, Lies, Plague, Fear, and Light. These 6 books are the series. If you have not read them, go away. I'll see you next time. Go read these books. I highly recommend them. They are action-packed. There are awesome characters in there. It's fast-paced. It's just amazing. I will be spoiling all of these books in this video, so don't watch. I do have spoiler-free reviews on Plague and Fear, which is 4th book and 5th book. I will leave links first thing in the description if you want to go check them out and you don't want to miss this series and you don't want to be spoiled. So bye for now. I'm going to discuss Light. So right off the bat in this book we have Gaia, Diana and Cain's daughter, but not really because she was taken over by the Gaia phage. She scares me. Bringing in a human from outside the phase wall, an innocent, stupid human, ripping off his arm and eating it right in front of him, turning him into some crazy Gaia phage worshipping person. She is psychotic. It was so weird to think about this little girl going around destroying everyone. It was terrifying. Like, wow. Like the whole thing about the Gaia phage in general. And I always love Brianna. She's been like my favorite character throughout this entire series. Chopping up Drake, putting his head at the bottom of a lake in a cooler. She is such a badass. I love her. Who are you? The girl froze for a moment, looked at her, smiled and said, "Who am I? I'm the breeze, bitch." Yes, you are. I can't believe she died. That's probably the worst character death of the whole series for me. I loved her. But then you think about it, and I guess the survivors are the ones who fight with their brains. Brianna had an incredible gift, but she let it go to her head and didn't really think about things she did. That should get you killed in the phase. She was still really brave, and I love her. Love Brianna. Rest in peace. And I really respect Adelio. I've come to really love his character. I think it was really interesting the scene where he was just like breaking down after he thought that Roger died. It showed his vulnerable side after him always being strong for everyone else. When Astrid was like, Adelio did have a superpower after all, being Adelio. Yes. So this adult Alex guy, he makes me want to rip out my hair. Oh. He's less mature than anyone else in the phase. When he was letting Drake out of that cooler and worshipping Gaia himself, I just wanted to rip his arm off. But I couldn't because it was already gone. The scene where Sam's mom was talking to Drake's grandma, I think that was a really intense scene. I liked that a lot. It was really interesting to read, I think. Like their views from the outside and they have no idea what's been going on for the past year. Dark and terrible things and the joys they bring. So when I think back on it, all the character deaths, aside from, you know, Gaia killing innocent bystanders, I think I liked them all. I wasn't happy about Brianna dying, or about Cain dying necessarily, but I think they were all necessary. Cain doesn't belong outside of the phase, you know? His ending was perfect. Go out with a bang, be redeemed, instead of having everyone hate you for the rest of your life. Diana deserves her happy ending away from him. And he, like, saved the entire phase, so. And then Jack, I was kind of upset about that. I also think his death really added to it. His innocence. You know, like, he's still young. They're still kids. Albert is gonna be a freshman in high school now. After going through all that, he should be graduating college. Speaking of Computer Jack, I really want to play him if there's ever a movie. You think I could do it? Have you ever seen me with my glasses on? I think I could totally do it. If I ever hear about there being a movie, I'm totally doing everything I can to get that part. Eh? I think so. It was kind of sad though, because he almost made it out of the phase. He almost did it. Sam and Astrid's ending, her at the talk show and him coming in, and they just have the kiss scene around the world. Their ending was perfect after everything they've been through. They really deserved that. I was so happy at the end. I think Light was one of my favorite Gone books. It wasn't my #1 favorite. I don't think it was. Plague was definitely my favorite. But I don't know, Light was really good, and so was Fear. I think those are my top 3. I don't like putting them in order, so never mind. This is also the shortest one, and it felt like it too. It was only 411 pages, whereas they're usually like really thick 500 page plus books. 500 page plus. I read the last half of this book in one sitting. I stayed up till 4 in the morning to finish reading it, and then I stayed up till 5 in the morning to lay in my bed and think about it misty-eyed and be all nostalgic about the Gone series and not sleep on a school night. I just love the writing in these books. It's so addicting. It's gruesome, but it's real, and I appreciate that so much. There are rarely red herrings in these books. If someone is put in danger, they're in danger for good, and there's probably a 90% chance that they're gonna die. It doesn't matter how necessary their character is, it doesn't matter who they are or how long they've been in the series, main characters die in these books. And it's refreshing to read about that because that never happens. I mean, it's sad when characters die, but it's also nice because he knows what characters to kill off and when. The trick wasn't to live forever, but to be the last to die. There's some great quotes in these books too. When I was reading about the characters in the aftermath chapters, they felt like different people, and I was happy for them. I think he chose the right characters to make it out, and I was really happy with how everything turned out. You know, we come to love Cain at the end. We got the Gaia phage destroyed, we have Drake destroyed, we learn about Sam and Cain and their brotherhood. All the loose ends are tied up nicely, and it's still an action-packed, entertaining, fast-paced Gone book. I've grown so attached to these characters. I'm sad that I'll never read about them again, but I'm also relieved. In the acknowledgements at the end when Michael Grant says, "You are now free to leave the phase," I legitimately felt relief, and I realized that I've been trapped in the phase too. Been reading these books since like 6th grade, feeling stressed out about everything that happens, and I'm glad these characters got what they deserved. Most of them. This book was perfect. It was a great ending to the Gone series. Thank you, Michael Grant, for this incredible series. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for everything. I loved Light. I love this series. So that's all I have to say about Light by Michael Grant. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I will see you guys later, and goodbye.